So, after collecting all 7 of those 7 world rings, we can now finally encounter Erazor Djinn for reals this time around. Hey, what is up ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mickey Mouse here once again, and I'm back for some more yet again for the Maxi Toys videos. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more Let's Play of the forms of Sonic and the Secret Rings for the Nintendo Wii. So last time we actually did manage to explore for a little bit in the forms of nice powers and able to actually claim ourselves the... we actually did manage to claim ourselves the forms of the 7th and the final world ring throughout the majority of the game. So today for this episode, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact this is going to be a finale of this game's Let's Play. So we're able to actually just about to take on the forms of not just one boss, but the forms of the, well, we'll get to that as soon as we're able to finish up with the forms of the first boss fight in the forms of Midnight's powers. So even then though, we're about to be faced off against with the Erazor Djinn. So even then though, that we can able to actually just to stop him for good and able to actually collect some, well, not so much collecting, but trying to able to restore the pages from the actual book. So anyways, oh jeez, I forgot to able to actually just equip the fast grind right there, even though it's a bit too late now. So even then though, because we've pretty much approached to the very end of the game, so I don't think there's any grind rails anymore. So oh well.
I've been waiting to finish things with you for a long time.
You filthy rat! I'll shut that mouth of yours permanently.
Alright, so here we go folks, this is the forms of Erazor Djinn. And basically, all it's do, the arena takes place in the endless hallway, just like in the forms of like somewhat of a looped sequence in both Sand Scorpion and Captain Beamoth and the circular arena in Ifrit Golem. So even then though, all it's do is basically we need to able to actually time your jumps correctly, and if you time your jumps correctly, then you would able to homing attack onto its weak spot, which is his head. And because of that though, you need to be super precise, and plus, you know how the fact that the game starts to get pretty difficult later on. In fact, let me just do this quickly. Alright, sweet. Sometimes the lock-on cursor doesn't seem to register very well when it comes to this section in particular, but apart from that though, as long as you're able to get the hang of it though, then you would able to actually deal the amount of damage to the forms of Erazor Djinn. Even when you get to the forms of like, well, let's just say if you manage to equip yourself the forms of like the fire gaze ability, you would be able to be pretty much dominated for the most part. So yeah, as you can tell, I swear I was trying to able to actually just trying to hit its head, but sometimes my lock-on cursor doesn't seem to work with me very well. So anyways though,
You want it? You got it.
I just need to concentrate. Alright, sweet.
What's wrong, Erazor?
So if you do not homing attack onto its head at the right time, then you expecting you will get hit. So anyways, whoop, there we go. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice indeed. I will say though is that the actual boss theme on this is actually pretty good. But I forgot to mention about the forms of the actual boss themes in the forms of the actual game itself. But even then, I will mention about this in during the likes at the very end of the game. So don't worry, we'll get to that point. So because I'm still usually just trying to concentrate on this boss fight, and because of that though, it's not too bad though. But whenever I first time I played this game back in 2007 or even 2008, I got really frustrated with this boss fight because you need to be extremely accurate with your jumps, homing attacks, and basically pretty much everything for his attacks you just pull off. But anyways, once you're able to actually hit its head enough times, then the boss is over. So yeah, you'll be dead, son.
Alrighty, Erazor, give up. You've lost.
Or maybe, just maybe, that because of that though, well, we'll explain more on that as soon as we're able to actually just to see. Oh, nice. 4 bosses in a row with gold medals wise. So how about that then, huh? And do we get a level up for it? Of course we have. So we got level 32 and level 33. Okay, nice top notch there. Okay, so quick high slide. Well, makes right-left movement smoother than a quick slide. Soul armor reduces the soul lost when damage is taken. Again, I rarely use those abilities though, but still, I really can't deny about this situation.
Sonic?
I'm okay. I'm still...
That door. What is it?
I have an idea. Watch this. Open sesame! Oh, it didn't work.
That's... must be some sort of offering we need to make. 7... Sonic!
When the 7 rings that control the worlds are gathered, the portal between worlds shall open. We've got the 7 world rings. This must be the door that they open.
So you're probably thinking, what the heck is happening to this particular clip? Well, that's only because if you somehow manage to beat Erazor Djinn for the first time, you do notice that you actually get yourselves your first credit sequence. But even then, I've decided to skip that because the game wasn't exactly over yet, because you know how the fact that we've actually come across into our door, this means that we can actually collect all 7 of those 7 world rings, and then once you deal with that, you're able to unlock the last chapter of not only the actual game, but also Night Palace as well. So, let's go ahead and seal or unlock the door with the 7 world rings, and hopefully we can to deal with the Erazor Djinn for the final time.
You just don't give up, do you?
You've brought me all 7 world rings? Well done!
Hey, of course. We're such good buddies after all.
Shara. You have done well in using him to gather the rings. Now, give them to me.
Hey, hold on. Aren't you gonna do something about this?
Shara, please, quickly. Let us rule the world together.
Shara? What?
I must.
Shara, stop! You can't do this! Think about what will happen!
I'm sorry. I have no choice. I just want to be back with him.
No! As Genie of the Ring, I command you! Do what you truly think is right! Shara!
Prayers, sadness, rage, hatred, joy, pleasure, wishes. The 7 hearts that make up the stories. These are the 7 world rings that bind these pages together.
What?
But the life of the collector of the rings shall be offered up in sacrifice as the key for that control. I offer up your life, Blue Hedgehog.
Shara!
Sonic, I'm sorry. I knew. All along, I knew what would happen. And I still got you involved.
It's okay. It's not your fault.
Did I change my destiny? Did I keep our promise?
Shara, grant me a wish. I wish for you to not die and to go back to the way you were.
I'm so sorry, Master. I cannot grant...
In the end, such is the weak power of a genie of the ring.
This is awful. You're just some incomplete monster.
Jeez, don't tell me you'll become like a werehog soon. Well, until a year later then.
The stories of this world are mine!
If this is your world, then it's a world that I don't want any part of.
Okay, so here we go, on to the true final boss in Sonic and the Secret Rings. This is known as Layla, which is a really odd name, regrettably, or a bizarre name, if you will. And basically what it does is basically we need to able to use motion controls heavily, and because of that, you would... screw myself right there. Alright, come on, let's see if I can... Oh, you kidding me. Come on. Hopefully I can just... Oh, no. Oh, phew, thank you. Oh, shoot! Alright, come on. Oh, these whirlpools are really aggravating, though. Oh, jeez, come on. Oh, I swear to God! Okay, quick edit right there. F this boss fight! Oh. Can you really tell about the fact that, well, I'll explain more on that as soon as we're able to get to this point, though, right there. But, anyways, yeah, as far as you might think how this boss fight works, basically, the main gimmick of this boss fight is the fact that we need to keep our build up with our soul gauge. And you have to, like, keep shaking your Wii remote until you get enough power, and then you would reflect the actual ball projectile back at him. And then once you deal with that, his weak spot shown up, and hopefully, as soon as I need to build up with my soul gauge, first of all, and I don't know how this will work. Come on. Oh, come on. Why does it not work on me? Hey. Okay, so, yeah, because basically you have to keep on shaking the Wii remote all the time in this boss fight. And I will say, though, is that I'll give Time Eater some good deal, or in this case, I'll give Time Eater from Sonic Generations some credit. It's the fact that at least you can able to take control of two Supersonics all in one on that particular final boss in that game. I will say though that this is by far, at least in my opinion, is the worst final boss in any Sonic games I've ever played. Because, well, you're gonna have to keep on shaking the Wii remotes most of the time here. And because of that though, you easily get sweaty, and also you get tired out. So yeah, easily it's one of the worst final boss in any Sonic games I've recently played through after all these years. So I digress. So, and if you can tell, the battle theme, as far as you can clearly hear, is actually from Seven Rings in Hand, which you hear that every single time you actually get into the mission structure or the mission selection. And now we have 7 rings in hand in this final boss right here. Come on. Yeah, this attack is so difficult because you need to be exact right on with that specific spot. And because of that, oh shoot. Why do I always keep on getting hit? I just don't understand. Okay, come on. Hopefully I can make it. Okay, I'm fine with speed break, and I missed a couple of rings, so that's a bit puny. So, yeah, yeah, this is not that great of the boss fight, I will say that much. Not the greatest way to end things off with this point, because you have to, like, keep doing this until you... Gives me a lot of tiring moments. Okay. But thankfully, though, since we've got a last hit on him, so hopefully we'll end this off. So, boom! At least 7 rings in hand is not that bad of a track, though, but the actual final boss of it sucks. That's all I can really say about this, but still. And there goes off Layla, while Layla.
Your tale is finished, Erazor. Next time, try writing a better story.
Or making a better flipping final boss, because oh my god. But anyway, we got silver. Didn't get a gold though. Getting a gold medal is actually a lot difficult to me though, because I swear to god I did those things right, but I just did not know as I was expecting for this, so... Anyways, level 32, boost jump distance improved over turbo jump. And I think that's the only build... Oh. H high, extends attack range further than, extends the range of the homie attack ability, which, again, we're probably not gonna use that. So, yeah, let's watch the ending of Sonic and the Secret Rings for the Nintendo Wii.
I shall not be defeated. If you defeat me, I will simply return again and again. I am immortal. I cannot be vanquished. That can't be. That's the...
I want you to hold on to this.
To go back to the way you were. The genie of the lamp is supposed to grant 3 wishes. Am I right?
I will never grant any wish from the likes of you.
Huh. My first wish. Bring Shara back to life.
My body! My body is...
My second wish. Return the Arabian Nights to the way they were, so that the world can have its stories again. My third wish. Erazor Djinn, you shall live out the rest of time trapped inside your lamp as you were in days of old.
Shara, I know you're there. Please stop him. We can start over. The 2 of us. I swear. I swear it. The world is mine. I cannot be denied by that filthy rat. Why?
I told you, I'm not a rat. I'm a hedgehog. Shara, will you grant me one more wish? I wish for a mountain of handkerchiefs. Now, just let yourself cry, as much as you need to. You'll have plenty of handkerchiefs to help you through it.
And so the Erazor Djinn has been defeated, and because of that though, much like in new forms of Aladdin movie, he got trapped inside the lamp. So, yeah, that's how it usually goes. So, anyways though, yeah, I guess I might get onto the final thoughts of Sonic and the Secret Rings. I know a lot of people seem to hate this game, and some people seem to love the game. I will admit though right away, I really do enjoy this game, I will admit though right away. Although, I usually kind of prefer this over the Black Knight rendition of the storybook series because, well, I will admit though right away is that the actual mission structure can get pretty odd and sometimes a little bit more disorientating at times, even especially noticeable that you can actually get a world ring or you can actually unlock a new world before collecting the world rings. So even then, it's all about a lot of backtracking heavy, and plus, if you know exactly what you're doing, if you're able to do a 100% completion of the game, I think to me, I was gonna go for world rings first before we jump into the next world, because it makes perfect sense to me though. So that I digress. And, well, the music is alright. I mean, it's not the greatest, music selections I've ever heard in a Sonic game. I mean, the most forgettable one, I will admit, though, is the forms of the Wicked Wild. So, even then, I might as well able to actually listen to Let the Speed Mend It, because that theme, I will admit, though, is pretty good. And, Who's Gonna Rock the Place from the Evil Foundry music, because of, you know, the memories of Comboner My 456 all over again. And also High and Broken from Levitated Ruin. I think I will say though, that is by far one of my favorite music in the entirety of this game. And I'm glad they choose that in the forms of this 20th or 25th anniversary of Sonic's music selection. So, but I digress. Also the sound effects, they are pretty recognizable, and I will admit though, there's one little problem I have with sound direction, and that's the forms of the voiceovers. Now, don't get me wrong, the voiceovers is pretty alright, but however though, the dialogue and the writing is a little bit cheesy and corny in some parts, and my least favorite character of the entirety of the game will be Showa, the Genie of the Ring. Well though, at least I'll give her some credit for that, she is the exact same voice as Blaze the Cat, but in forms of Bella Hudson. Although, except a little bit more more annoying to deal with right there. Even, I still think Blaze the Cat is definitely top notch of it all in all. So, anyways though, and yeah, that's what I could say about the negatives of the game. Although, the music in the background, it says, or in this case, in this song is performed, is Worth a Chance, which is a very good ending vocal music in this credit sequence there. So, I thought it was worth bringing up. And, actually, before we end things off at this point, let's get into the positive things. The visuals do look absolutely gorgeous. Even for the early Nintendo Wii game, this game looks absolutely beautiful. And, also, the gameplay is kind of straightforward, even though it's a little bit too linear compared to any other Sonic games at this point. And I will admit though, the story is absolutely original, which I actually do like. And, controls might take a while to get used to, but some other times though, a lot of people seem to complain the motion controls in this game because, as you expected, this game is heavily utilized motion controls, and especially noticeable in the party modes and stuff like that too. So, other than that though, I found that to be a pretty fun game to me though, although it's kind of hard to compare between both this game and especially with Sonic and the Black Knight, because they both had the exact same issues between the two. But other than that though, I think I kind of prefer Secret Rings a lot more, just because I remember playing so much of it though. So because of that, I fully enjoyed the rest of it. So, well, a couple of exceptions, but in forms of like, the final boss is easily the worst part about the game for me, because you have to keep shaking the Wii remote back and forth until you're able to not only build up your soul gauge, but also keep on motion mashing to able to deal with the weakness. Actually, before we get into more on that, here's the true final scene.
And so, the legendary Blue Hedgehog, having saved the world of the Arabian Nights, ran endlessly until he found his way back into his own world. Along the way, he had many adventures. But those are stories for another time. Thank you, Sonic the Hedgehog, the legendary hedgehog.
I will say though, is that dropping the magic lamp into the lava is actually very similar to the ending of The Return of Jafar, but it forms of in 1994. Except, well, it doesn't split the gardens apart and just trying to create the whole magma of all things, but it just normally takes place in a somewhat of a factory, or in this case, evil foundry, as what it says on the actual like environment takes place into. The similar place as what Ifrit is actually from. So first worth bringing up. So yeah, as I mentioned to you before about the negative parts about the forms of the final boss of the game, I swear to God that every time when I was trying to do a lot of motion mashing going on right there, my face has gone bright red, and as a result, I got sweaty, tired, and my arms are very achy most of the time until right about now. And overall, it's just a very, it's just a lot of busy work, you know. But I will say that I kind of prefer the Dark Queen final boss in Sonic and the Black Knight, because at least even then, while you're still able to swing the wheel mode for the majority of the time, but at least you don't have to force to deal with that most of the time though, I feel like. So, but I digress. As far as the other boss themes are concerned, that the forms that I need to mention about this right about now, when you're trying to fight against with Sand Scorpion, his music is actually known as the Poison Spear, and Captain B Moth is Blue on the Run, and Ifrit's Golem is how it started. And finally, Erazor Djinn theme is the forms of it has come to this. So, whilst the final boss theme is the 7 rings in hand. So, that's worth bringing things up. So, yeah, that's what I can really say about Sonic and the Secret Rings. I hope you guys do enjoy this Let's Play, including myself included, because I'm really glad that the actual quality has gone a lot more better, especially if you do not know already, that this game runs at 60Hz mode. And because of that though, that I kind of prefer 60Hz mode in every single game. Well, a couple of exceptions mind you, which are both Mario Party 8 and especially noticeable by the forms of like Super Mario All-Stars on the Nintendo Wii version. But I think that's what it usually says in the back of the case. So, but I digress. So, yeah, I'm very glad to be able to come back to this game because again, that, you know, trying to improve the quality, and especially noticeable with the sound direction and stuff like that, and even commentary as a result too. So, yeah, I thought it's worth bringing this up. So, yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy our Let's Play, or in this case a redo Let's Play, of Sonic and the Secret Rings for the Nintendo Wii. And I hope you guys do enjoy it, including myself as I said. And I guess we're pretty much done with every single Sonic games at this point. Well, aside from Encore mode for Sonic Mania, including the next redo Let's Play that we're about to be tackling through, and it's not a Sonic game, but a darker, edgier Hedgehog's turn to shine. Yes, in this case, we are doing a redo Let's Play of Shadow the Hedgehog during the Nintendo GameCube, PlayStation 2, and Xbox. So, things get pretty interesting. So this is me, Mickey Mouse here, and until then, see you guys then. Bye.